Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. This video is a follow-up of or an update on that big aircraft carrier, the British one, that started on a mission to go to United States for, I don't know, for a few months over there to do some maneuvers and all that, and after 2 days it broke down, and it's the newest and the biggest, and it's $3.7 billion Navy ship. Is fantastic but broke down. And I made a video on this when it happened, and I was talking about how the Western mass media was making fun of the Admiral Kuznetsov, the only Russian how do you call it, plane carrier, fighter carrier, aircraft carrier that was smoking, you know, making so much smoke that you could see it from the moon or something, you know, and for good reason, but it was working. So it was pop, 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 it was sailing. This one is going down because it has some cracks too, and it's was built in 2017. So this is the pride and joy, to mention Stevie Ray Vaughan, of the British Crown Navy. And I want to tell you a little story first. When I used to live in the communist times, when I was younger, as a child, as a boy, not child, as a boy, because I had a bingy-lingy and I identified as a boy, so I still, so as a boy I was over there, and I figured out that certain things are not the same. Like, for instance, when you got the notebooks and the paper was not smooth anymore, was rougher. The paper was not white anymore, was yellowish. Then if you go and buy ice cream, which was my favorite and only thing that I was eating as a candy because we didn't have candies, you know, it used to be like this big, and it would cost, let's say, 1 leu. That was the currency and still is. Then you would buy this for 2 leis, and then you buy this for 3 leis, and I was like, something is going on. And the quality of the first one was full of milk, and then when you got this one, it was watery. So that told me that something is going on economically and politically. And I was, I don't know, 13, 12, 10, 14 up, and I said something is wrong. So everything loses the quality. Something that used to be of a certain quality, you buy it after a year, the same name, the same thing, different quality, garbage. So I suspect that the quality, I observed this here in my many years I stayed in the United States of America, that certain things that were made solid, now they're a little bit flimsier, made with plastic. Certain things that were made that could last forever, they find all kind of substitutes to, you know, to call it the same way, but it was not the same quality. So something is going on. I suspect the way these guys make the ships, for instance in Great Britain, could be the same way. I can't believe that a 2017 aircraft carrier breaks down 1,000. It was they said it was on the sea only 6 months since it was built. 6 months because of the breakdowns that it has. But that's what happens when you have a lot of diversity, and diversity hires are called here, and others. Anyway, so the quality lacks. How can you have this happen? $3.7 billion ship, unbelievable. And they want to fight Russians. These guys with this one, and they laugh about Russians, Scud missiles and this and that, and their aircraft carrier has cracks in it, and the propeller is cracked. What is this? Garbage. I want my money back. All right, so the Republic World reports from August 30th. UK's biggest warship may miss landmark mission after propeller malfunction. Royal Navy. The United Kingdom's largest warship, the British HMS Prince of Wales aircraft carrier that broke down on Saturday, could miss crucial flight trials. All right. The United Kingdom's largest warship, the British HMS Prince of Wales aircraft carrier, has broke down after leaving the Portsmouth port in southern England, could miss crucial flight trials. According to UK Naval Warfare Force, Royal Navy, the ship is undergoing repairs as it suffered a propeller shaft malfunction shortly after setting sail, and added it would comment on the nature of the issue later as the engineer discovers problems. The 3.5, my bad, not 3.7, but those two don't matter. So $3.5 billion, 65,000-ton warship was on its way for a 4-month deployment in the United States when it broke down and now remains in the South Coast exercise area near the Isle of Wight. Later on, Royal Navy said a crack was initially reported in one of the propeller shafts of HMS. Poor quality. Maybe you want some Chinese steel or maybe Russian. So propeller shafts of HMS Prince of Wales, and added that the engineers and other technical staff were investigating the aircraft carrier. And I'm quoting, "I have been to ship today to see for myself what the issue is and how we in the Royal Navy can work together to make sure the ship can successfully return to her tasking." Rear Admiral Steve Moorhouse, who is responsible for ensuring Royal Navy ships are ready to deploy, said in a video message on Tuesday. Further, he said, after the initial assessment, it's likely that the fault will require repairs which may impact the ship's program. So bye-bye this year, see you in 2059. Moorhouse proclaimed that the ship is now moving to a more sheltered anchorage for further inspection, and I'm quoting, "We've been able to provide further comment on the nature of the issue and the impact of her current schedule," end quote, he commented. Though he admitted that the repair could take time, he claimed that the Navy is working closely with the international partners, and added that the Royal Navy continues to meet its commitments to delivery operations and keep its allies safe from the enemies. Imagine that now, that evil country, Argentina is going to do something over there. You know where? How are you going to get there? I think, well, rowing and swimming. So I guess they will keep them safe over there. So let's see further here what this guy is saying. They want to keep everybody enemies. Similar condition was reported in 2020. So this is an ongoing situation with the quality of work and the materials. Notably, this was not the first time when the aircraft carrier was damaged before the scheduled trip. Earlier in 2020, NATO's flagship carrier, this is the NATO's flagship carrier, HMS Prince of Wales, broke down and took nearly 6 months to get repaired. At the time, the planned departure of the ship to the United States had to be cancelled. According to media reports, the vessel was stranded in Portsmouth. According to a report by The Guardian, the most expensive vessel, HMS Prince of Wales, spent only 90 days. I'm sorry, I said 6 months. No, 3 months. 90 days in the sea during its first 2 years of service. You know what they should do? I think they should do what these guys did with, should I say it? Should I not say it? Should I say it? I will say it differently. Maybe they will get the insurance like that guy got the insurance for the Twin Towers in New York, if you know what I mean. So maybe something happens with the HMS Prince of Wales and they get the insurance money back so they can build another one, a better, stronger and more expensive, that's gonna be on the sea not 3 months, it's gonna be 30 days. Oh my god. And these guys are telling me that we have a Star Wars, now we're with laser and with this and the satellites, and wow. Yeah, and they couldn't have a aircraft carrier running properly. And this is not the first one or the only one they have, I'm assuming. So it is not like, oh my god, it's the first one, I hope it works this time. It's the first time. Really? I mean, we're in 2022. I have some expectations on technology, quality and engineering and all that. I'm not saying accidents don't happen on technical stuff, but not at a new. Imagine you buy a car, buy a good car, expensive car, the most expensive one. I don't know what car should you buy. I don't even know, a Bugatti. You buy a Bugatti, and you buy a Bugatti, and then you want to drive it, and 90% of the time when you want to drive it, it doesn't run, it doesn't drive. Would you be, man, I think we're gonna keep it in the shop a little bit longer, like 3 months, and then we're gonna drive it for 5 hours, and then again we're gonna keep it 5 months. You want your money back right now, not yesterday or tomorrow. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We're in good shape, right? No, I don't think so. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.